nighttime. Instead of coffee, it's tea.
Texas tea.
Mm-hmm.
Lipton. In Texas, everything is sweet, even the tea.
Mm-hmm. And I've been drinking Nisi's tea that she gave us when she was here.
Wasn't that
That's
good?
some good tea, girl. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
At nighttime, it's awesome.
Not that we're hinting that we want any more, Nisi. Wink, wink.
I want to say thank you to Miss Balinda. We received your cards. And she says to Alfred, thank you for all your health advice and knowledge. I love the way you take care of Connie. Your love for her is very obvious. Love, Balinda. Thank you, sweetheart. That meant a lot.
And it's true.
And she writes to me. She says, Connie, I want to drop you a line to say thank you for being so brave and sharing your entire journey with us so that we can learn and see what our futures can be, bright and alive. You're an amazing person, and God's plan for you is still unfolding daily. You look fabulous. Keep up the great job. Thank you so much, Balinda.
Amen, Balinda. And mine says, Rosemary, I have a sister I love just like you, and she, like you, is always there for me. You're a true inspiration to all caretakers of loved ones. A God shepherd you are, a great example of what love is and can do. Connie is very blessed to have such a fantastic sister. Love, Balinda.
Yes, I am blessed to have her at my side.
It's been an amazing trip for me, and I can't even believe that it's almost over. It's like we just had a photo shoot, which is, you don't get to see the pictures until, if you go to Vegas, you're going to see the pictures. Mm-hmm. If you don't go to Vegas, you're going to see them afterwards. But Yvonne took the time to meet us at a lovely little lake that we have here in Dallas and took our pictures. It was kind of like it was a photo shoot. And aren't we blessed to have people like her in our life? She's just an amazing person. Mm-hmm. And thank you, Yvonne, if you're watching. I can't say thank you enough for all the work that you do. I mean, you volunteer so much and ask for nothing in return. And what a blessing that is for so many that you've come across and touched. So
she's been a blessing in our lives, I can tell you that.
So thank you for touching our lives in some way or the other. We are the ones that are blessed to be in your presence, and just thank you. Yeah. Also, I wanted to let Cookie know, our little Cookie.
We have been enjoying this book. Every night, Rosemary sits down and reads.
You have me either laughing or crying.
Oh, my God.
Everyone that needs to go and somehow talk to Cookie, I'll give you her link here below, and get her book. I mean, you are not going to be disappointed.
It's like when you're reading it, you're getting all the pictures in your head, and it's like you're watching a movie. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So she went through some, her mother went through some things, and
she went through some things,
and what's funny is that when we're reading the book, we're comparing.
We can relate
our lives to Cookie, mm-hmm. With our first husbands, and it's just when our blessing was our second husband in our lives. Yeah. Our second husband they're the bomb. I'll be married 21 years in April.
So let me tell you real fast. It's called Family of Pearls. These are her grandparents. And she speaks of the pearls as I see it as like little stories coming together to make a stream of life. And with every story that you tell in this book, it's a form of stories that she's lived. But with every story comes growth. the way it makes itself revealed in everything.
And Cookie, girl, you had me laughing every time your grandfather or your grandmother spoke.
Got the damn, and I'm literally reading it just the way you spelled it, and I'm like, oh, that was hilarious.
That was
Just too much.
It's too cute. It's beautiful. It's the love that your grandparents had for one another. I can see it. I can picture it, and it's just beautiful.
When your grandmother ends up, I don't want to give I don't want to talk about every story or really, it's so moving that you need to really experience it. But I will say,
make a movie out of this. That's a great book.
I will say something that touched me last night that I just was, Connie and I were in tears. It was your grandmother's life. And your grandmother's life meant, I want to cry right now as I'm thinking about it, but every time I read it, I was reading it, because I'm reading it out loud to Connie. I'm sitting there reading it out loud. Mm-hmm. In fact, Alfred was sitting there listening to it also. And I couldn't stop crying, but I couldn't stop reading. And it was just like, I got a lump in my throat. And only because I could relate with the love that you had for your grandmother.
It's the love we had for our mother.
She wasn't just your grandmother. She was your mother, sweetheart. Yeah. She was your second mother. And so I could totally relate. So I'm going to read what it says back here for the ones that don't know what I'm talking about. It says, Family of Pearls is a recent compassionate story that embraces family and honors the lives of chronicles, inviting the reader to step into every chapter and experience the world within to the fullest. Rich with drama, humor, love, sadness, this true and personal story reveals emotional injury and healing with sense of value and purpose, while discovering a better understanding of rage, overcoming tragedy, and surviving poverty. These 3 generations narrative embraces the emotional passions of the author's Italian family and will take you along her journey to self-discover as she lives through the seasons of her life with certain people for reasons that only God clearly understood. And so, again, I will link her and go to her channel, send her a personal message, and she'll tell you how to get a hold of the book.
You know, also, when we were reading it last night, you stated your grandmother passed March the 1st. Our mother passed away March the 6th. And I remember, our birthday's March the 3rd, and I remember being at the hospital, and my mom was so ripe. She was just like wanting to eat everything, and she was talking and sitting up, and I was like, what are they talking about? Mom's not going to pass. Mom's talking to us like nothing's even wrong with her. And she was trying to talk to me a little bit about sharing her life, and she was trying to talk about death, and I didn't want to scare my mom, and I didn't want to talk about death, and I refused to listen to that. And I would tell her, I'm not going to listen to that, Mother. Let's talk about something else. And she goes, I just wanted to let you know, if God had not blessed me with y'all, I don't know what would have happened to me. My mom had so much love for all of us. I said, Mother, seriously, if we had not been here, the boys would have taken good care of you. We don't know who you would have gone with, but you would have been in good hands. So she passed away when she was 72 years old, and your grandmother passed away at 72. So that really, really touched us last night. We boo-hooed and boo-hooed. So
it was a good boo-hoo. It was a good memory. It was a good reminder of what we had in our lives. So many kids nowadays. I'm at 9 minutes.
That's Mama behind us.
Yeah.
Mama and Daddy.
So many kids nowadays don't know the meaning of what a parent really is. And so we need to really just enjoy each other's memories and lives now and not wait until a person's gone. So Anyway, I'm probably saying too much. But anyway, thank you, Cookie, for allowing us to read your book. I'm glad Connie, got it, and I was able to read it to her. We'll finish it tonight. But I just had to talk about it today.
It has been such a joy to to share this book with Rosemary and compare our lives. Like I said, it's like we can't go to bed till about 11 or 12 o'clock at night because we're so busy talking, and we're going down memory lane, and it's just so much emotions. And I would have never thought this book would have gotten so much out of us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if this does not become one of the best sellers, at least through the YouTube community, then I don't know. But I'm honestly telling you the truth. It was a good book, or maybe it was because we could relate. But
yeah, I think we could relate so much to it.
But I think others are going to be able to relate. And
Yeah.
every story is an amazing story. It's just an amazing story. It's just an amazing.
We were born in the '60s, so even though we were born in the '60s, we were never with really youth. With our age group. We always enjoyed being with the older group and listen to the elderly speak about their lives and their stories.
And let me tell you, Cookie, we both had our marriages too and our weddings. And just like you had some issues at your wedding, guess what? Well, we had issues too.
It may not have been the same thing, but it was going down the same road.
So, yeah. Okay, we're already 11 minutes. I love you guys. And
again, thank you, Balinda, for your wonderful words and cards. Thank you so much.
We're going out here in a little bit with some friends, and they're going to celebrate our birthday. And guess where they asked us to go? Olive Garden. So I'm going to try and look at the menu right now and figure something out. I think we can have...
we can share something. It's no big
probably
deal.
some meatballs or something. All right, I love you guys, and
we'll be back.